What happens to your brain when you go without human contact? Not for a few hours or a quiet weekend, but for days, weeks, even months alone. No eye contact, no voices, no shared laughter, just silence. It turns out the brain doesn't just suffer, it begins to break down. While a bit of solitude can be healthy and even rejuvenating, forced isolation is another story. It's not peace, it's psychological warfare. Social connection isn't a luxury. It's a biological need wired into our brain structure. When that need isn't met, the brain responds as if under attack. Studies show that prolonged isolation can cause the limbic system, the brain's emotional center, to go into overdrive. Stress hormones flood your system. Your sleep suffers, your appetite disappears, your heartbeat races. Over time, the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making and social behavior, literally shrinks. But it doesn't stop there. Mental health begins to erode. Depression sets in, anxiety grows, hallucinations can begin. And in extreme cases, the mind tries to create reality from nothing, leading to paranoia, delusions, and breakdowns. It's not just theory. We've seen it again and again in solitary confinement. In U.S. prisons, solitary confinement is used regularly, even for minor infractions. Some inmates are kept in cells the size of a parking space for 23 hours a day, with no human interaction. Many stay there for months, some for years. The psychological effects are devastating. Memory loss, uncontrollable rage, self-harm, and sometimes suicide. The UN has classified solitary confinement lasting more than 15 days as a form of torture, yet it continues. Historically, this isn't new. In the 19th century, author Charles Dickens visited a U.S. prison and described solitary confinement as worse than any physical torture. And yet, the practice became even more common in the 1980s, under the banner of prison security and control. What makes it even more disturbing is that those already suffering from mental illness are the most likely to be placed in isolation and the least able to withstand it. For them, isolation is a psychological death spiral. Even after release, the effects don't vanish. People often struggle to reintegrate into society. They report hypersensitivity to noise and light, difficulty holding conversations, a lingering sense of detachment from reality. It's as if part of them never really comes back. But there is hope. Countries like Norway have taken a radically different approach. Their prisons focus on rehabilitation, not punishment. Inmates maintain social contact, attend classes, cook meals, and interact with staff. And the results? Norway has one of the lowest recidivism rates in the world. Proof that treating people with dignity leads to better outcomes for them and for society. The truth is, the human brain wasn't built for isolation. Connection isn't optional, it's survival. Without it, the mind begins to unravel. So whether it's a prison cell, a remote outpost, or even just a lonely apartment in the middle of a crowded city, the lesson is clear. We need each other. Deeply, desperately. And denying that truth, even in the name of justice or order, comes at a cost no mind should have to pay. If you found this video meaningful, make sure to subscribe. We dive deep into the untold stories that shape our world, and you won't want to miss what's coming next.